What is going on, guys? Today I'm giving you my top tips to make your car last 200,000, 250, even 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat. These are the same rules I tell my friends and family. I've had many cars over the years that have lasted 300 plus thousand miles, and I'm speaking from experience. And we're not talking about gimmicks, no dealership upsells, no snake oil, just real facts that will help you with long-term reliability for your vehicle. So let's get right into it. So rule number one, run real synthetic oil and change it based on your driving style. Now, a lot of you may already know this, but your engine survives because of microscopic oil film between the metal parts that's keeping them safe. Once that film breaks down, the engine is soon to follow. So let me be crystal clear on this, guys. High quality, full synthetic oil. You want a high quality oil filter all the time. Just doing this alone will easily make your car last longer. Synthetic oil resists heat, it holds viscosity better, and it reduces sludge, and it protects way better during cold starts. Modern engines are literally designed around it. So how often should you change your oil? If you do a lot of short trips, lots of idling, or you live in a hot climate, I'm going to recommend 3,000 to 4,000 miles for an oil change. Don't go above that. Now, if you do like a mixture of driving, maybe some highway, some short trips, you can stretch that to 5,000 miles, but I would never go over that. Now, yes, some synthetics can last longer as advertised, but I would never go over 5,000 miles on oil changes. These intervals are bulletproof. If you follow them, you will not run into issues with oil sludge, oil starvation, anything like that. Rule number two, make sure you replace your engine air filter frequently. Do not go 300,000 miles with the same air filter. Your engine is going to be breathing in all that debris. Think of it this way. Your engine is a giant air pump. Air's coming in, air's going out through the exhaust. If that air coming in is restricted or dirty, everything downstream starts suffering. Now, my rule, replace the air filter every other oil change. Or if you live in a dusty, hot, or high traffic areas, do it every oil change. They're cheap, they're easy to swap out, so just do it. Clogged filter can cause a few different issues. You can have rich fuel trims, higher combustion temps, extra carbon buildup, lower miles per gallon, and more stress on your piston rings and catalytic converter. So clean air going in means clean combustion. Clean combustion is a happy engine. Now, rule number three, and this one's a big one, use top tier gas every time. I'm not talking about premium, not race gas, no bottle of magic, octane booster, just top tier fuel. If your car calls for premium, then use premium. If it doesn't, you can use the recommended octane level. But top tier fuel, you want to get from stations such as Shell, Exxon, Mobil, Chevron, BP, and Costco. Those all qualify as top tier gas. Now, you may ask, like, why does top tier matter, right? Because it has higher detergent levels that keep injectors clean, it reduces misfires, you can get lower combustion temps, and you protect your catalytic converter. And you can also prevent carbon buildup. And here's another rule that a lot of people may not follow or don't know about. Never go below a quarter of a tank. Fuel cools and lubricates your fuel pump. If you have lower fuel, your fuel pump is going to run hotter. Now, with that heat, your fuel pump can die early. If you follow this rule, your fuel pump will last a lot longer. Rule number four, use a PEA-based fuel injector cleaner every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. Now, PEA is polyetheramine. This is the only additive that actually removes baked-on carbon from injectors. Most cheap additives are just alcohol and wishful thinking. PEA dissolves deposits and restores your injector spray pattern. Without it, injectors start dripping instead of misting. Dripping injectors can cause hot spots in cylinders, misfires, poor miles per gallon, higher combustion temperatures, and more carbon buildup. I use a PEA cleaner every oil change. Some good ones that I would recommend, there's Amsoil PI, there's Royal Purple Max Clean, and there's Gum Out Regain. Those use real PEA. Now, rule number five, change your transmission fluid before it has an issue. Now, transmissions don't just fail, They fail because the fluid was cooked for 80,000 plus miles and no one's ever changed it. Now, my rule, under normal driving, you want to change it every 50 to 60,000 miles. If you do heavy city driving, towing, rideshare, short trips, you want to do 30 to 40,000 miles. Now, ATF breaks down from heat and shear. Once it oxidizes, it forms varnish that gums up solenoids, burns out clutch packs, and causes slipping. If you wait until it shifts weird, it's already too late. Fresh fluid is cheap, transmission rebuilds are not. Now, rule number 6, change your coolant every 3 to 5 years. Not 100,000. It's not lifetime. Lifetime coolant marketing makes me insane. Coolant breaks down long before it looks bad. Here's what actually happens, right? Additives deplete, corrosion forms inside the radiator, the pH shifts, and it starts to eat the aluminum. Then the heat transfer gets worse. One overheating event can permanently shorten your engine's lifespan. If you have multiple overheats, your engine could be done. If you have fresh coolant, you can get stable temperatures and longer engine life. Now, my final word. These aren't dealership rules. These aren't like ideal conditions. These are rules that I've gotten from maintaining my own cars over the years that have reached very high mileage, as well as I have very close friends that are master techs and are also in this business working on cars for decades. If you follow these rules, your car will last longer. And it's not because you spent more money, but because you maintain the machine the right way. Hopefully this video is helpful for you. I'm DC5 James, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.